lot of Trump's immigration moves have been pure propaganda, like the birthright citizenship order. But there are a couple of new tactics that do present a threat of family separation that many of our existing self-defense strategies can't defend against. The most significant might be ICE's use of small worksite enforcement actions or workplace raids, in which anywhere from a few to more than a dozen workers have been detained. At the height of Trump's first term, the administration conducted around half a dozen large-scale actions a year, usually involving at least one federal judicial warrant and targeting dozens of workers. This year, we've seen federal agents working with ICE to conduct many smaller, warrantless actions in which agents simply push through open doors. Every one of these workplaces had a public part of the business, like a dining room or a retail shop, or an outside area, like a tire shop or a home under construction. And none of them had a locked door. Even this Memphis taco truck, where all the workers were rounded up, appears to have either left the door open or to have opened up at the request of an agent. These are some of the easiest arrests for ICE to make because, unlike their targeted stakeouts, it doesn't require them to spend months building up case files on individual people for what they call a pattern of life analysis. They could just go into a random Kansas City Mexican restaurant and detain everyone working in the kitchen. The good news is, over the last month, we've also seen plenty of examples of people standing behind locked doors.
I'm not authorizing for you guys to come in here.
Telling ICE agents they will not go outside and will not let them in. Any ICE agents leave. And at a DC elementary school parking lot, which is a public area, administrators demanded agents show ID and a warrant, and they left without detaining a worker they were hoping to intercept. Stopping their unconstitutional entry into our workplaces requires the same two ingredients: educating our people and persuading them to take action. Just as with our homes, ICE doesn't have the right to enter without our authorization, but they might come in anyway if we don't clearly state that they are unwelcome or if there's not a locked door keeping them out. So the first step is to get workers and employers to have conversations about public and private areas and how they can more clearly mark those that are off limits to the public. And more importantly, if they can install any kind of lock. Houses of worship have been the early adopters. Many have installed door locks to keep parishioners and employees safe, including during worship services. Workers and unions might want to include locked doors in their bargaining demands. We can also convince employers to hold trainings and role plays to simulate the responses we should have should any federal agents or law enforcement attempt to enter. It sounds complicated, but it really isn't. They should first lock any interior doors that are open and alert staff to follow the federal agent protocol. We have an example you can print and leave with staff at a reception area. Then ask to see a judicial warrant without revealing any information about which employees are present. If they have one, all of our lawyer friends say you should still deny them entry until you speak with an attorney, ideally your employer's legal counsel. And if they don't have one, just wave goodbye. If they continue with their unconstitutional entry, record them the whole time. Any workplace that takes some of these simple steps to defend our rights, including putting up these cute posters, we're calling a Fourth Amendment workplace. And in the last couple of weeks, lots of businesses here in North Carolina have signed on, because across the state, dozens of people have been meeting up to learn about how employers can stand up for the Constitution and are going business to business in Winston-Salem, Saxapahaw, Raleigh, and beyond. If you're in North Carolina, you can join us right now, and if you're somewhere else, we've got all the tools and support you need to get started where you are, because workers' rights are immigrant rights, y juntos podemos.